much should the Prophet ﷺ be loved and how? Answer: in the name of Allah, most compassionate, most merciful. This is a very short question, the answer of which requires a long treatise, coupled with a high level of piety and spirituality of which I am certain devoid, thus not in a position to really answer it. It would be best answered by those who have reached the higher level of spirituality and possess the true love for the messengers of Allah. Allah bless him and give him peace. In any case, I will attempt to mention here briefly what I have heard from some of my teachers on this issue. Loving the messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is an obligation upon every Muslim, male and female. Allah Most High says to the messengers of Allah, say, if you do love Allah, follow and love me, Allah will love you. Al-Quran chapter 3 verse 31. Sayyiduna Anas ibn Malik, Allah be pleased with him, narrates that the messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, said, none amongst you is a perfect believer until I do not become more beloved to him than his father, his children and all the people. Sahih al-Bukhari, Kitab al-Iman, Hadith number 15. As for the question, how much should the Prophet ﷺ be loved is concerned, this is answered in the following verse of the Quran. Say, O messengers of Allah, if it be that your fathers, your sons, your brothers, your spouses or your relatives, the wealth that you have gained, the commerce in which you fear a decline, or the dwellings in which you delight are dearer to you than Allah, His messengers, or the striving in His cause, then wait until Allah brings about His decision, and Allah guides not the rebellions. Surah Al-Tawbah, verse 24. Abdullah ibn Hisham, Allah be pleased with him, narrates, we were with the messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, and he was holding the hand of Umar ibn al-Khattab radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Sayyidina Umar said to him, O messengers of Allah, you are dearer to me than everything except my own self. The messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, said, no, by him in whose hands is my soul, you will not have complete faith till I am dearer to you than your own self. Then Umar, Allah be pleased with him, said to him, however, now by Allah you are dearer to me than my own self. The messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, said, now, O Umar, you are a complete believer. Sahih al-Bukhari. The above verse of the Quran and the Hadith clearly illustrate the fact that the love of the messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, which is obligatory, is that you love him more than anything and everything besides Allah Almighty Himself. His love must be more than your own parents, children, and all the beloved things. This is something that is easy to claim, but the time of judging this would be when one is confronted with choosing between a command of the messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, and other worldly benefits. When one is faced with choosing between the command and desire of a beloved, such as one's parents, children or spouse, and the guidance of the blessed messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, or when one has to choose between temporary worldly monetary gains and the word of the messengers of Allah. Allah bless him and give him peace to abstain from it. In such cases, if one gave the messengers of Allah common preference over other things, then that would be a sign of true love. However, if preference is given to wealth or the desires and wishes of a beloved over the command of the messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, then unfortunately the person's claim of having complete love for the messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, will be incorrect. Therefore, the love for the messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, which is obligatory, is that one adheres to all of his commands, implements his ways in one's life, and gives preference to him and his ways over everything and anything in this world. As far as the second question, how should he be loved, is concerned, there are many ways of loving him. My respected teacher and spiritual guide Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Yusuf Muta'ala, the patron of many Islamic institutes in the West, including the famous Darul Uloom Bury, UK, a great scholar of Hadith and Tasawwuf, and the disciple of the famous Shaykh Muhammad Zakaria Al-Kandalawi, Allah have mercy on him, is renowned for his extreme love for the messengers of Allah. Allah bless him and give him peace. In his discourses, he relentlessly encourages the importance of loving the messengers of Allah. Allah bless him and give him peace, and encourage people to acquire this love. He normally gives the following advice: love of the messengers of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, is an obligation similar to other obligations such as performing salat, giving zakat, performing hajj, etc. Every Muslim male and female must have this love for him, unless the warning in the Quran is quite severe. Many of us claim to have love for him, but our actions imply the opposite. The way to love him is that every moment of our life, our hearts and minds must be kept focused on him. Wherever we may be doing, our mind should be with the messengers of Allah. Allah bless him and give him peace. Each and every action we do, we should ask ourselves, is the messengers of Allah happy and pleased with this action of mine? Don't let your hearts and minds turn away from the mercy of both worlds for even one moment. End of Shaykh Yusuf's advice. The above shows the importance of keeping that special connection and bond with the messengers of Allah. Allah bless him and give him peace at all times. We must abstain from any action that may displease him and consequently displease Allah Almighty. We must strive to the best of our ability in following His Sunnah and guidance. Secondly, we should learn and study about his personality and life in general. We should study his life in depth and endeavor to follow in his footsteps. Thirdly, we should send blessings, salat and salam on him, as Allah Almighty Himself has ordered us in the Quran. May Allah Almighty grant us all the true love of our beloved messengers. Allah bless him and give him peace, and that we follow his ways, Sunnah, thus attain his pleasure in this world and intercession in the hereafter. And Allah knows best. Mufti Muhammad Ibn Adam, Darul Ifta, Leicester, UK. To get new episodes, click subscribe button.